You know what time it is, buddy?
Fever time.
Yeah, man!
Fire.
Everything that you carry, any luggage you take, all the ghosts you keep in hiding, they don't scare me away. No, 'cause I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you, with you. It's a past that keeps on calling, or if fear keeps you awake. I won't let a scar keep me from your lips. I catch every tear from your face. 'Cause I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you, with you. I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you, with you.
I better start packing.
47 years.
You, I wish I had your happiness. You had my do-wacka-do. I had your happiness, and you had a do-wacka-do, wacka-do, 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 wacka-do. Yeah, you're going down the street in your big Cadillac. You got girls in the front, and got girls in the back. Yeah, way in the back, you got the money in the sack.
not going to be there with you, David. So go to confession. Sin gets bigger and bigger with each infraction.
Thank you, sister.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Evil tonight. I think Scarlett's just dealing with some internet stuff.
Yeah, if I'm roboting, then yeah, probably. Am I roboting?
No, you were muted.
Oh, I thought I said hello. I unmuted. Well, either way, we're here. Either way,
Yes.
welcome to you all for another Evil stream where we are going to dive back into last week's episode. With only one episode left, we are going to pack in as much evil as we can between now, then, and our evil giveaway. And tonight with us, our always special guest, Mama Susie. How are you tonight?
Okay.
I was going to say, how are you doing post family and post episode?
I am so tired. My God in heaven, I'm tired. I am
Is
really
it the family or the episode?
Both. I am
Yep.
I don't know. I just so confused. I don't know where
it's going to take us.
I don't know how this can end. I'm assuming, David's going to Rome.
Mm-hmm.
And Sister Andrea is going to retire. I just don't know what's going to happen to Kristen and Ben. I just don't get it. Leland needs to be shot. I mean, that's
It's a lot. Hey, there's
is.
a lot going on.
My
and who
mind is
knows?
very scattered.
I still think they're still pushing for Netflix. I still see push for Netflix or some other platform. I think I looked on Twitter today, and the actress that plays Kristen, I know she's been promoting it really heavily to get people to stuff. She was posting that they're still in the top 10 of the show. So she's still pushing for them to have another season or more. So, they did say they were going to leave it slightly open-ended in case they get another season, but still try to close out as much as possible. So, I don't know. They were really pushing for another season.
I know it's going to be weird. I don't know. I have no idea what this last episode's going to show us.
I'm glad that we got to see more demons in this one.
Oh, yeah. They did not short us
They
on
were
demons.
flopping around the church.
Yes, they were doing all sorts.
Oh, they were.
After they deconsecrated the church, it was just a free roaming ground for
It looked like a pornographic film.
They were.
And I'm not letting you think that I watch porn. I don't. But it looked like something that porn would be. But oh my God! I said, boy.
Here they are. They're coming down the sides. Like she's dancing on the chain there like a pole. I mean, they were gyrating all over the place. Clutching my pearls.
What about that thing that was on David's back?
Oh,
that was absolutely gross. And is that because he is fading a little bit? And that's why Sister Andrea was telling him you need to go to confession? Because that thing looked like it was getting bigger. The second time she took it off his back.
Yeah, because she says at the end, sin grows with each infraction. As in what he's doing with the church, although God gave him these gifts, perhaps the way the entity is having him use them may not be so pure. So he is retaining a little sin, and he's got to go to confession. Because it's almost as if I don't know if it's the same sin and it just keeps coming back and growing, or if it's like, that's the way they made me think it too, was like, even though she stomped on it, it's like it could still come back.
Oh, yeah, it was disgusting.
Yeah, when she squished it.
Oh, God.
It was like some weird alien, like slug or something. I don't know.
That was the sin. That's the sin.
Well, it's like a leech.
Yeah, like a leech.
It's horrible.
The sin sucks.
Yeah, sucks everything out of you.
Yeah.
And it was like the whole thing was, bleh. When she peeled it off. Bleh.
I know she needed the knife to like.
Yeah.
Here's the sound effects. I know.
I know. Oh God. Yeah.
But yes, and I'm gonna welcome Nikki. What's up, Nikki? I forgot to get to you guys in the chat. I'm so sorry. We were just gabbing away about this episode. It will get you caught up in it for sure. But welcome, Nikki. And yes, she's going to watch it again. She posted earlier, so she'll be ready to go refreshed again on the episode, because we're also going to take a look at the painting and see if we can't decipher some more of that now that it's settled on us a little bit. Maybe not settled for Mama as much for me and Dana, but who knows? Maybe Mama's going to catch something that we can't catch.
Yeah, the big painting we saw that was revealed to us.
Yeah, when the eyes opened,
Mhm.
I said no. This is, that was really, even David jumped back. No, that
was creepy.
I think that was everything that is evil.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Do you think it was foretelling in a way? Like, is it trying to
Like
say,
the
like,
end?
yeah, like showing us some kind of
People
apocalyptic
killing, hanging themselves.
Mhm.
It's possible.
Mm-hmm. And welcome, Bitey. Always my favorite Bitey. Like, you cannot disperse Bitey's name at all.
Bitey, my
He's
nemesis.
super mod. He's the best. He looks out for me, Dana. I have to love Bitey.
My mom's funny. She goes, I know that name. Well, what's he doing? What's he doing? And I said, he's my nemesis, Mom. He's my nemesis.
Bitey says, using his gifts from God to stop evil is a sin. Makes sense. And yeah, we put it like that, Bitey. I mean, I don't know if he's using them for God, though, right? I argue he's using them. The church has him think he's using them for God, but he's using them for the church's benefit. And I know the church is supposed to be with God, but even Sister Andrea said that, that God lets the church fail. It is not perfect in itself, so I just don't trust the entity.
I think the entity is manipulating David.
Oh,
I
definitely.
don't think they're using him. And
it's that whole. I think they're just. I don't know. They're just all possessed. I think.
I just don't like how it's the way the show portrays the entity, how they're very much so don't care about what effect it has on someone like David, which now they're kind of doing that, how, like I was saying, they've almost got me simping a little bit for Leland, because it's like, he went down a similar path of David. And although I don't trust Leland, and I would never trust Leland, it's almost like you get to understand him a little bit more on why he went kind of to the dark side. Still doesn't justify it. It just more or less helps you understand, like, where things went wrong, right? Like, what happened? How did Leland, we were always like, why is Leland such a bad guy? Well, he went down a similar path. And every time he kind of crossed over that line and went to someone else, especially these people at the end we have David going into, I've seen David pick up the trait, right? General from, what was it, Ethiopia? He was like taking that hate and seeing in him. So that, you think the church would have better safeguards for individuals like that, considering what happened with Leland.
yeah, I know. But do you think if Leland had like a Sister Andrea, it would have been a different path for him, and that David's only not kind of mirroring Leland because he has certain anchors around him?
I mean, so
You're roboting a little bit. So do you think that if David didn't have like Sister Andrea and Ben and maybe even Kristen, that he would possibly turn out to be another Leland?
Not another Leland. I don't think he had that kind of evil in him. Did you notice when Leland saw that video of the two dogs? He was crying. He was so emotional.
Well, that's because they're saying that when Leland and David kind of remote viewed or did whatever they did through each other, that a piece of Leland is now within David and a piece of David is now within Leland. So that emotion
wins.
might
wins
have
the
came
battle?
from David, to where David's like, I feel like a little bit of evil now because of like Leland's inside, like a piece of Leland's in
Well, he
me.
keeps beating him up.
Everybody beats up Leland.
Yeah. But what about the guy that was the assistant to like the Hawkings?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew as soon as he was standing in the background, the look on his face, like he didn't want these people to get close to him. I said, he's a demon. I said, and as soon as Sister Andrea saw behind his neck, she pulled it off and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, it was your label." So he's definitely.
You caught on to him right away, huh?
Mm-hmm. There's just something about certain people that I feel, even to those priests, the priest that was trying to find the relic, I don't know. I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. I think they're making David go down a wrong path. I think they're afraid of David. That's why they're sending him to Rome.
Well, I don't know. It's weird because I know that they are weary of David and wanting to make sure he's not going to do something. The whole test on you with the monk and the water. But I think they value him because they still have grace. And I was hoping, because, well, I see two paths, right? They've laid out two paths for David. He's going to go to Rome, I think, and see grace if they take him to Rome. That's where we would finally, like if they had another season, get to see grace. Otherwise, I see him doing what future chick, Ellie, Laura, whoever she is, doing what he said with David for giving up the church.
So do you think he's going to give up the church?
I don't know. I think he's really devoted to God, but he's also devoted to Kristen in a way of he's her protector. You know, he really cares for her, because when they asked him, would you lie for Kristen? And he said yes. Because I think as a man, he has feelings definitely for Kristen. But yet his commitment to God, he's really being weighed down. David's got a struggle. He's really, I don't know what turn he's going to take. You know, that's the one thing, because when Sister Andrea was talking to the other priest when they were trying to get the relic out of the wall, and they were talking, and she says, well, because he said about the nuns, she says, well, at least we don't, abuse children.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so she tells it the way it is.
Yeah.
You know, she really does. But I don't trust. There's a couple of priests I don't trust. And that whole thing with the priest showing whether David was telling the truth or not.
That was weird.
That was really ridiculous. I mean, what was that priest? What did he think he was? God? Yeah. I mean, come on. Really? That's
entitlement.
That was
right?
a little far-fetched for me. I mean, I said, come on, let's go. Let's skip this part. Let's get to something else.
Yeah, I didn't know that whole interrogation.
I know some people pointed out, and I can't remember if it was you as well, Dana, that this monk looked similar to what they saw when they went to the Vatican, and they were trying to see if that one piece of the inside the wooden box was like part of a relic.
Yes.
And they had someone like this sort of praying over it, sort of like a silent blind monk kind of situation. Are these kind of like, or is that their role? Like they deal with relics and kind of this weird sort of magic of the church.
But Leland knew about that monk because he said to David, "Was
he had
the
been
monk
through the
there
same thing,
telling you whether you were telling the truth or not?"
Because Leland had, like I said, he's been down a very similar path as far as the entity is concerned, right? Like coming as being part of the church, finding out that you're able to do certain things. So that already lets us know that it's possible Leland was already similar in the sense of David and Sister Andrea, where he could see things, because they seem to only pick people for this who sort of already have a predisposition to like premonitions and stuff, right? Like that seemed to be kind of where they picked from. So Leland was already on that path, and that's when he was saying those particular things that like you were just bringing up. like I said, it really drew for that sympathy to Leland, because it's like, did they do the same? Are they about to do what Leland is saying they did to him? Are they going to do that to David now? His handlers are disappearing. He's being interrogated. They're calling into question his trust and loyalty to the church. Trying to, they took, and that one preacher or whatever, he was, I don't like this guy. Only because he scares me. He was in True Blood and other scary stuff. I don't trust him. But he was very much so letting David know, like, hey, I know this has happened to you. We've taken your church away. We took away your sister program. We did this. Are you still loyal to us? Like, yeah, maybe I'm a little upset. It's possible I could be a little upset and pissed off. Y'all were kind of just.
Is that why David put his phone down next to Leland's phone? Is that he had to prove himself? It was like the priest is making him do these things to why? Do it yourself. Yeah. Do it yourself.
Yep, they wanted to know more about the 60s, so they said, David, since he's already trying to get close to you, let's let him think that you are mistrust in the church is like, blooming, so that, he will allow like his guard to be down. And then he put his phone next to Leland's in order to get a clone of his phone, like all the information off of it, hotel rooms, text messages, all that kind of stuff that he may have on his phone, so that they can figure out where the 60 is going to meet. Because we do know that Leland said he's getting a room for 60.
Yes. Venmo, Vimo, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? Vumo? What the heck that is?
What do you think about these little body snatchers with the zippers on their neck?
Oh, I knew he was a demon. I sensed it as soon as they went in the room and they were talking to, I called it Hawkins, because
yes,
it's gone. It's just
yes.
And I said,
he's got like a very similar name too, right? I think it's like Tompkins.
Yeah. And I said, this guy who's his assistant, assistant my foot. He just the look on his face. He kept watching, the people from the church.
Mm-hmm.
I said, no, he's a demon. He's got something going on. And then when Sister Andrea went behind his neck and ripped it off, and she says, "Oh, I was just fixing your label." I said, "See, I knew he was a demon."
I love how Sister Andrea did it too, right? Like, did nobody else in that room notice him like turning around and
like biting at her, like
yeah, right.
Like, okay, maybe they didn't see the skin flap, like maybe she can only see that, but they had to have seen, like, dude, how do you react like that? He was just touching on your tag.
Yeah, he had a look on his face of, he wanted to get her.
He tried.
Oh, he did.
And Sister Andrea held her own.
When he was stapling his face, I said, "Oh my God, that was a little far-fetched."
I love how she ran and grabbed the knife and like waited behind the door.
Yeah, but did you notice after he stapled his face and he put the face mask on in the hospital, a little bit of it was showing?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he see that? He had.
I believe him and Ben.
Didn't they see it?
I thought so.
Telling me that. Wait a minute. How could they see that mark? It just didn't make sense how they can see it. I thought Sister Andrea was the only one that can see this. I don't know.
And see, she cut him with a knife either way. So you would think they would see a cut. Now, whether they see the demon underneath, I don't know. But I know there's no way they could not have seen it because she cut him with a knife. Like, it wasn't like it was a holy relic that she cut him with and you can only see the mark. Like, it's just a magical mark, right? Like, she cut him with a physical item. So I would assume they would see this right here, but he had it covered up pretty decent. But yeah, where was it? Right here. Yeah, like David and them were looking. They could see it, like Kristen. They could all see his face. And this would be visible as a cut, right?
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, I don't know if they saw the scales underneath it.
Yeah.
Or if they saw it as just a regular...
Why did Sister Andrea react to him so like that? That's... I don't know.
She kung fu'd him.
It's going to be. I have no idea where this is going. It's got my mind in all different directions.
Mm-hmm.
I like when something is going to end.
Mhm.
I want that was not me, that was Nico. I want it to end. That's it. I want to see what is going to happen to these people.
Mhm.
What's the matter?
You want a good closing episode.
Yeah.
Tie up all the loose ends.
You know, if Leland gets it, good. Let him get it. Let them get the demons. They're done. The church will arise, and I don't know.
And I found it weird that he starts going down. So I know this demon is obviously influencing and manipulating, controlling the Topkins individual.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But it seems to be more than that, though, right? Like almost as if he's doing a path of what Ben is kind of going through with the gold metal sort of being that he got hit with, and then now this guy's taking it in order to help with his problems or his medical problems. So like how much of it, because he's got an implant put into his brain, right, to sort of help.
Yes, he's got that implant, which is killing him.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but it seemed like he didn't start doing this until the demon went down.
Yeah, but I don't think the demon
like
wants
able
that
to
thing
control
removed.
him.
I don't think he does either.
I don't think the demon wants that thing removed.
No, because I think that's how he's like.
That's how
his pathway in
control.
Yes, that's what I think too. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Absolutely, because it was weird how he kind of went down when the demon went down, and how he changes his mannerisms when that guy's around, particularly like close on him. You know.
Yeah, but
like
did you notice when the demon went down? That's when Hawking started to bleed.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So. And it's weird, like his whole mannerisms change, right, when he's around the demon dude.
Yeah.
Like towards the end of the episode, when he, he's kind of got this serious face, and he's talking, and he seems real bright eyed. And then he even has it's almost like there's two demons at work here. Because at this point, the weird, creepy guy that we, think is controlling him is nowhere around. He's not in the room. But he still has a demonic sort of overtone with him, because the screen behind him flashes. He talks about this demonic style programmer that he is, where he's super focused and he's locked in and able to get all this work done because of this chip. And then he gets touched by the guy, walks in and touches him, and his eyes literally look down.
Yeah.
And it was just it was creepy.
That face, yeah.
So creepy. So I don't know if is it just this guy working on him, or does he have a djinn or something else as well, possessing him? Because that phone call that Ben got, I couldn't tell if it was Ben's djinn messing with him, or if this guy's djinn was actually reaching out and messing with Ben.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't.
I know it was really that confused me a little bit, only because I couldn't quite figure out what this phone call was about, right? Because unknown caller, he starts talking as if he was the Topkins. He has the guy's voice, and then it goes to demon talk, growls to now his still has a tinfoil hat on, but now his djinn is able to somehow go through what seemed to be preventing him from touching Ben. So that was a whole weird, like I said, I can't tell if that call is real, an actual that Topkins individual, or if this is just Ben's demon messing with him.
Well, the guy got Ben's head. The djinn had his hands on Ben's head, and Ben was screaming. And I don't remember what happened after that. Do you remember what happened?
It goes into the intro of the episode, and then we
fades to black almost.
I thought it was just me. I didn't catch it.
Yeah, it goes to the fear of the unholy, and then we get to them in the church trying to find the relic.
Yeah, but Sister Andrea found the relic because she cut it out of that demon's stomach.
Yeah, I'm saying in sequence of the episode.
Yeah.
It's got Ben, kind of freaking out with the demon on him, and then they do the intro sequence, and then it picks back up with them trying to find the relic in the church.
And did you notice that was the red demon from the train tracks?
Yeah, because she said, why were you in that basement?
But you saw how he aged? he was older.
No, I didn't make the I didn't.
Yeah.
You observe good. To me, he was the same guy. He was the same demon.
They aged
And
him.
he looked a little older than he was once before. He had a little extra gray going on.
I like
But-
what Sister Andrea was doing to him. That was really
Not the pledge.
Not
Not
the
the pledge.
I'm trying to get to his.
Oh, he was bad.
Here he is.
He was bad.
I like this part because it's like where he's calling little lady, little nun lady, because she was
Yeah.
about to swear at her again, and she
Yes.
grabbed him. He was like, "No, I'm sorry." But there's the pledge, and not the pledge.
Not the pledge.
So, do you think we're going to ever see Andy again, or her girls? If next week is the last
I
episode,
know next week is going to focus around the girls in a VR headset.
Yeah, they're going to
Or
come
this
back.
week,
Remember
I'm
that
sorry,
game
this
they
week.
played
Yeah.
where they saw the girl. They're doing something with that again.
Oh, okay.
And then I know the entity and the 60 are going to kind of have some sort of a battle or a meeting of some sort. And Sister Andrea, it says in the about the episode that she's going to try to warn them not to do this, whatever is going to happen between them. I was waiting to see if they were going to put out what they've been doing for particularly the last couple episodes. For sure, they've been doing like little trailers.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't see one up today. I could have missed it, but I didn't catch one today. But usually, within the first like Monday to Wednesday, it usually pops up. They kind of give you a little look into the episode. But I don't know if they're going to do that since this is the finale episode.
Like, I can't believe it's the finale.
I know. We have
I don't know how it's going to end. It's not giving you any.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Sister Andrea is retiring, so that to me, you could end it with that, and David's going to Rome. But there's so much other stuff with Leland and Timothy and
The 60,
The 60,
and Grace and
I just don't know. It makes my mind crazy. Gives me a headache.
I love how they all got some beautiful olive oil for their
I know, right? Like, here, thank you for your time. Here's a jar of friggin' olive oil.
She grabs it
Me
after she's
too.
like
I
mad.
would have thrown it at him too.
He would have been olive oiled.
I'd have been like, keep your friggin'
Keep
olive
your
oil.
olive oil.
I can buy it at Costco.
Yeah.
But it's the finest, Dana, from the Vatican's special stash.
Blech.
Was it? You open it up, probably a demon will come out.
There's yep.
You open it up and it's really Wesson oil.
This ain't olive oil, it's vegetable oil.
Oh no. It was a fraud the whole time. Yes, Spidey, that is good olive oil. It was. It was the finest of olive oils. You use it when you cook. Now all of your meals will be holy.
That's right.
You'll be blessed by the Pope himself. And our poor Kristen, she's surviving a separation even though she's not even with him. But she's just like irritated because, doppelganger's living her best doppelganger life and she's stuck at home with a baby. And no man. Both men are gone. Look, she lost Andy and David. I'm sorry, I'd be a little bit pissed too. Like,
Happy.
she ain't happy.
She really stuck by Andy. She really did. She was really worried about him and everything. And then he does this.
I really don't like how they did Andy, man. Like,
No.
I was hoping they would at least give us some sort of satisfaction with at least showing that Leland or someone from that faction had a hand in him, like what happened at the facility and why and where he is now. Because then I think it would make more sense, right? Because we really didn't get too much.
Yeah, I feel like that was such an abrupt end to Andy's story. Like, okay, he met someone and, like, that's it. Like, he was fighting because he was fighting, too, for his family and Kristen. Like, and now all of a sudden you're boinking your rehab roomie and, like, that's it? You're just going to go run off into the sunset together? Like, I'm confused.
I don't
I was
get
mad at Kristen because I thought she let it like go too easily. You know what I'm saying? Like I get like she was upset.
But she couldn't find him. He just like disappeared. They wouldn't tell
Oh,
her
she
where
could
he.
find him because remember when they had like she could go to court with right now and find him over that money. She really wanted to find him and like, dude, what is your deal? Like, why are you doing this? She could find him.
No, I thought they just made him disappear and that was it.
Well, that's what it's kind of looking like.
You know?
Well, they had like her lawyer or whatever called her and said, hey, look, they're trying to pull this weird money thing where they're going to pay, you know, Andy 80 cents on the dollar and we can fight this. And she was like, no, let him have it. Like, I just want to be done with Andy. Like, she was ready to not even have a conversation with him after that. Because he was still trying to like tell her, like, can we even talk about this? And she was like, no, next time you talk to me, it'll be through my lawyer. It was just that whole exchange between them at the hospital clinic kind of was like off-putting for me a little bit because I was like, man, really? How are we going to do this? Like, you could at least give us the payoff of knowing that Leland had a hand in it.
Yeah, something. Like
Yeah.
there's a reason behind
you're right.
it.
No, you're absolutely right. You should have been the producer of the show, Scarlett. You got everything under control.
They just got to get it. And I agree, Bobby. Yes, and they give us some nice messages, right? Family with kids, bad. Crazy club life, good. Yeah, they do glamorize Kristen's freedom a little bit from her responsibilities.
I'm just mad I didn't, when I first started watching Evil, I really wasn't paying that much attention to it. A lot of the episodes were just, I said, oh man, this is terrible. I really wasn't wasn't really into it. I should go back and watch it. Then I'll get all depressed again.
You know it's over.
It's over. That's what's really annoying.
Oh, then you actually, I don't know. I went back and watched a little bit of one of the first seasons, and it was weird because the characters have changed so much since then, particularly like the little girls and stuff. So there's like, it's almost as if you're watching some of these people kind of grow up as you're watching the season, and then their characters have changed so much, I think, a little in certain ways from where they started.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bittersweet if you go back and watch some of the earlier episodes. And Bitey says, and yes, Bitey, she has been cheating on Andy since the start of the show, physically and emotionally. And that's what I said, I don't even like this. Like, she's already totally sworn off Andy, and then she's like upset that David's going to Rome, although her and David are not together. And so she's already pretty much moved on. Like, she's ready for David to move right in.
I think she really does want to be with David.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
It just kind of broke my heart. I was like, no, you got a husband, and he's not that bad. I still do not believe what Andy did in that clinic was him. I just can't. Andy was too good.
It's very much out of character. It's very much out of character.
That's why he's still being controlled by Leland, because Leland wants Kristen. And he'll do anything. Yep. So he got Andy out of her life. Now he's going to get David out of her life.
And particularly because, like, what was it, that same episode or so after? Or it was like that, somewhere around there where it might have been 2 or 3 episodes after, where she finds out what her mom kind of puts on the flash drives and stuff and kind of tells her the stuff that was going on with Andy. You would think, like I said, man, because all that love and stuff, like, come on, I get it. Like, it's bad. I'd be pissed off at him and I want to talk to him, but what a high horse she's on. Because he did give her a second chance.
What her mother was saying. I still think she's in denial with that.
There's only she's in super denial. She is they've almost made Kristen delusional at this point.
Exactly. Like, they're like, how much do you have to see and experience and go through to still be like, oh, well, I don't believe in this. And, you know, that, like, I just feel like she's just so much in denial, yet she has seen so much that should at least make you a little more swayed, a little more that maybe there is some supernatural things in the world, and not everything is just science.
Hard science, soft science.
You know what I mean? Like, she has experienced stuff.
Okay.
She didn't like it when they, were differentiating between soft science and hard science, and the dude got all creepy. Told her she was making him a little something. That was gross. I'm sorry.
What was the name of the guy that Leland killed? What was he? I keep forgetting what he was called.
The general?
The general? Was that the one he killed with the knife?
I know he was the army.
I keep forgetting
the manager.
The manager.
Oh yeah, the one that Leland killed. Yeah, the manager.
Leland killed the manager. Then that other.
I was thinking of David.
The lawyer came.
Mm-hmm.
What if Leland is really the head? The what do they call it?
The head of the snake.
Yeah. What if?
Well, he's working his way up to that for sure.
Maybe this is just a thing he's just faking. Like at the end, he's going to come out to be like, he
was the big bad all along.
The devil.
Well, he seemed pretty scared of the evil that was coming. The DA.
I don't know. It's just something.
He's definitely trying to build himself up to be most powerful. Particularly because I don't think he wants to be bullied anymore. He was bullied. They made it seem as if he was bullied so much that he will never be bullied again.
Too much manipulation with him. I think he's got more control than they're leading us to believe.
Oh yeah, that's definitely possible.
You think he's a little deeper in it than?
I think he's a lot deeper in it. And it's going to come out that you're going to say, holy crap. That makes sense.
And I'm still worried where they're going to go with it. Because it kind of puts a little they put a lot of signaling in this show. But particularly with the red and some of the ways they portray Leland. And
yeah, there was a whole lot of red in that painting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's red. The demon that was in the thing, in the hole is red.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring that. I did my best on this. Now, okay, I got like the image, and then because the one screenshot I have kind of cuts off the top of it a little bit, so I just copy pasted trying to get the full image as best as I can. As
did you
well
blur
as
out the boobies?
I didn't blur them out, but I did add a nice little butterfly. So we'll see. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble. Here we go. It's not and a square at the bottom just in case. I don't know why, but her areas are showing. Her ladiness is showing everywhere. So we covered it up as best as we can.
Oh, you added a pretty little butterfly.
I did. So the butterfly is not original, nor is this red square right here. This is to make sure you two. And then I didn't even realize that all this has got stuff going on too. So we just try not to look and focus on the problems that YouTube may give us.
We don't want to make YouTube angry by showing boobies.
So I'm sorry, YouTube, and it's warning.
That whole painting was just everything. Everything that's evil is in that painting. So it represents evil.
I think this is interesting, right? Because this, it's kind of blurry. The shot of it's blurry, but this is the map of the 60, and it's with this particular looking golden goat type demon.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I get the vibe? All right, you remember like when he's in the story? I don't know if it
carrying a body. It's carrying a body
where they're worshiping. Like
that's a body. See his arm?
Mm-hmm.
He's carrying her. Dark hair. That's all fire. Everything is on fire because it's hell. That's what the apocalypse. That's what the end of the world looks like.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing something. So do you think maybe that's Leland?
Where this one right here, the woman or the demon?
This demon itself.
Well, this seems to be the holder of the 60.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And this reminds me of when you read the biblical story of them worshiping like the golden god kind of thing, and it's like
the tentacles and all that other stuff,
and it's got the golden horns, and then he comes down, and I believe does that have to do when they get the 10 commandments, and he brings them down. It's like, hey, y'all gotta stop worshiping bad false gods. That's what God tells us to do. Well, it's like almost as if it's mimicking that in a sense, or at least that was like the vibe I got from it when I saw this. It was like the first thing.
Oh,
that hit
like
me.
the sigil map is the demons' 10 Commandments sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't know why I got that vibe. I'm probably way off, to be honest.
What is the number 3?
That's Scarlett's background.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say I didn't see that in the original.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's behind the screen.
My old eyes.
But we get the red bird here too. It's like normally you would see a white dove, but this is a red one, and it's coming out of this lady who seems to be screaming or birthing. And then this over here got a little bit messed up, but this is actually a head of something as well, of a person or something. So is this like, I think you talked about it, Dana, where you were saying like it could be like David's stepmom.
Yeah, remember when she gave birth in the cornfield to that other demon baby?
No, God, see, I don't.
When we met David's father, the artist.
All I remember is David's father, the artist. That was it.
You don't remember?
You don't remember the crypt
demon baby? That the lady that they was all tripping on shrooms.
It was like the crypt keeper baby.
And the lady gave birth to it out in the cornfield.
Out in the cornfield.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And then she's like, "You want to hold it?" And Chris was like, "Oh hell no!" And ran away.
Okay, no, you see, that's what I'm saying. It's like a blur.
But then that looks like a face also over there. In the right corner.
Yeah.
Yep, it's some weird
the face. You got more of the eye now, and the eyebrow, and the lips, and the nose.
Yep, it's some weird face that's smeared almost like weird art there.
Face down there.
And then you get another
lady that Scarlet's butterflies covering the boobies.
This one, when the eyes open, David.
Yeah, this one was weird. I don't know what this is. And there's another chick in red, sort of like a silhouette with her arms up. We get an airplane crash. Of course, lots of city fire. We get some folks on some power lines. We get this chick, which kind of reminded me of like our future lady. I don't know why. Maybe I don't know if it's just the hair and the black outfit, maybe, but she just reminded me of our future chick. And she seems like she's struggling. And then I don't know what these people are up to, because it almost looks like a rat's mask. Like, you think of like New York City rats, I guess. But then this is almost like a masked doll. So I don't know if this is the
chicken white. Is that white or yellow? With
yellow.
Eyes?
That looks like yellow.
What she reminds me of the episode of the Muse. Those type of like Greek style robes.
Mm-hmm. And I thought it might be like they're going to be doing a ball or something like for the 60 at the hotel. And this is like their masquerade ball.
Possibly.
Because we know that Kristen likes to wear animal masks with her husband.
Oh, yeah.
And there's future chick right here. So is this, I don't know.
With the other chick.
How did he get those masks?
We don't know.
Huh.
It looks almost like when this, of course, it's hard to see on some of these images when I was trying to get them, but I believe this is like a mask of like a rat. And then this one, like I said, looks almost just like a normal masquerade ball type deal.
There's just so much going on in this painting.
We get the road is kind of going around. We got folks rebelling and fighting. We get this weird shrunken head skull, which, is kind of like the one sigil, but, with people kind of almost as if they're trying to make their way to heaven, but maybe this is the church falling. We get what appears to be like the monk that was interrogating David.
Sorry, Nico's barking at somebody in the driveway.
Leland.
Right?
So you get the monk here I think it's a monk. I don't know who it is. It looks like a monk to me. And it just seems to be coming from the fire and stuff from what appears to be part of like the church, like with the particular cross.
That's gross. Yeah.
That's so gross. Makes me think that is the church going to fall?
Yeah.
With the church falling, because like I said, it looks like almost like these monks are not in good shape.
What if the whole church catches on fire when they take it over?
Well, I think it means like not just David's church, but the Catholic Church.
That whole church, for some reason.
Oh, Nico, it's okay.
Nico, come on.
Come here. Come here. Stop.
It's nobody. Sorry, somebody's outside and she's putting on her guard dog duties.
It's okay, Nico.
She's sad the baby's left. She has nobody to play with her now.
Aw. We get some fireballs. Dana, it's not fair. All right, you're not DM. You can't throw fireballs like that.
I'm not the one who throws fireballs.
You could. They're like meteor fireballs, though.
Meteors, that's something different.
It's what it looks like. It's like a fireball, but it's coming from the sky. It's a meteor. And then there's this weird blue dot. Again, it's the weird blue dot, but it's there in every image that I get of this section. Like out of all the red, Dana, all this weirdness.
Yeah, there was this weird blue dot in the episode too. It was like in the scene with Ben and his sister when they were talking. There's just this random like blue dot on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I didn't see
pull
that.
it
Yeah,
up.
I didn't either. Scarlett spotted it.
I'll pull it up. Just
I was eating
second.
chili. I didn't see any blue dot.
Let me find his sister. Let's see, where was that? Back a little bit. Gotta get to the spot because that was a quick little scene between him and his sister, which, you know, they still find time to make for her. I'm kind of glad they didn't cut her loose. All right, sister's here. She's finding out what Ben's up to.
I saw something
See
blue.
it right there?
Huh.
And then just like it's gone.
Wow.
But then there's a blue dot just like that on the painting.
Yeah, it's just like a weird little blue smear, like the same kind of, almost the same hue even.
That is very weird. But I wonder what the song was that Leland was singing. He was singing.
Well,
the
if
song.
you go back on my matter of fact, let me see. I'll go look on my YouTube because it actually put it on the stream because I used it in the intro. So it credited it.
The guy who
gave
sang that song.
Yeah, it credited who it was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find it real quick while we're talking. Actually, I can go pull it up. Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Do you wreck?
Yeah. Yes. That was an old. I see the guy. I see him singing it.
Roger Miller.
Yep, Roger. Dang it. Got to take a rope and hang it high from the highest tree.
Oh my gosh.
Which one, please? I know that song. That was
Whoa. All right. Well, there you go, folks.
See? When you
Roger
said-
Miller.
Yep, that's
Do
an
what I
old.
could
He
do,
was
I
the
could
first
do, I
country
could do.
singer way back when. Dang it. Got to take a rope and hang it.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yes, Spidey has it as well in the chat. Spidey, you're awesome. Thank you. I was honestly, I went and took the time to look it up. Spidey's already thrown it in the chat for me. Thank you, Spidey. Yes, and it is weird. Where's Leland when the world burns? Yeah, I know I didn't quite see him. And I didn't see Kristen. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with the painting, guys. It's interesting. I was going back over it to see if we could find David's dad's sigil or mark that he puts on his paintings. I could find that. Way like you could tie that in at the end. This could be there and I just can't see it. But yeah, I'm trying to get less than a week. I'm trying to hold faith. I'm trying to hold
You like the
strong.
sin.
But it's really irritating that we have all these little details and we get to, they're gonna wrap it up. But little leech sin.
That dish. Please do something.
It was weird how when like she pulls it off the back and you can see like how it latched onto him. That was gross.
I'm sorry. Dana just put something into Nico's dish for her to eat. And I swear to God, up in heaven, it looked like that thing that they took off of David's back.
That's what I got it on right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, see
Oh,
this?
I made my whole stomach. I said, Dana, please put that dish in the garbage. Oh my God, that's just what Dana. Oh, you were trying to feed Nico that.
You trying to be Nico's sin, Dana? How dare you?
Oh Lord.
No wonder Nico was going crazy back there. What are y'all doing?
He wanted to bite the delivery man. They were delivering something upstairs.
Yeah, these are some squishy little sins. I mean,
that was ugly. I'm sorry. That if that's a sin, that's definitely a sin.
it was pretty gross.
That was. But he couldn't feel it.
No.
Nothing.
And then this too, right? Like Sister Andrea clearly knows this person is a demon. And they said if there was any sort of demonic interference with this Tompkins guy, the church would not take him. What is this?
Yeah. Duh. What is that?
Like, oh my God. Yeah, it's definitely getting even. The more I watch this episode, the less I rank it. I was trying to hold faith, Dana. Tried so hard.
So what would you rank this episode?
It's like at a 7. I think to like a 6.5.
Last week. Yeah, much better than last week. I'm really anxious to see what the finale is going to bring. If it is a finale, maybe we'll get a little caption at the end of it saying to be continued, but in Netflix or something.
That they're holding off on making an announcement until it ends.
Yeah.
Like they know already, but they're just not telling us until.
No, they want us to hang. There's too much. There's too much going on for the show just to next week to be an ending.
I know. I can't believe
1
it.
hour. I can't believe they're going to answer all these questions.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Really.
I absolutely agree. What are you hoping that we see next episode? If you could think of one thing that you could hope we get an answer for, what would it be?
Mostly about David. I'm sorry, Andy. I really want to know why he did what he did and who that girl is. I think that'll help. And
I mean, they got to at least give us something on her, right?
And I want to see Kristen come to her, admit to her feelings that she does want to be with David. I think she really needs to address that. And if David feels that he wants to be with Kristen, then that's the way it's got to go.
So you would be okay if you left the church for Kristen? That wouldn't upset you?
No, because it's a show, and I know that things happen.
Well, Kristen is reading how to survive separations after she finds out David's leaving, so she's trying to learn how to cope with her feelings. She just needs to admit them first.
Daughters are going to come and say, you care for David, but the daughter who wants to become a nun may resent it a little bit
because of her path that she wants to go down.
I don't see. That's what I'm saying. It's too much for us to sit here and say, okay, if David leaves the church, deep down, yes, I would be sad that this show is taking that kind of a turn. I think you're a priest, let it be that.
What outcome do you want to see for Leland?
Oh, Leland. I want to see him get his freaking ass kicked by a demon. I don't know. He's just, I don't know. I really don't know.
I want him to suffer. I want I want in some way, shape, or form for him to get a hot poker up his tush.
Well,
his ass, right up his butt.
Either that or they make him a priest.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Bitey put something in the chat and I looked it up. Bitey says Google search blue dot effect.
Okay. Yeah.
And first thing that pops up, I haven't really searched, but it says the blue dot effect helps us to understand the mind's tendency towards finding problems even when none exist. So you telling me I found a problem when there was not a problem there and they put this blue dot in there just to fuck with me?
It's possible.
They did it just to mess with you, Scarlett.
You're lucky it wasn't a red dot.
The blue dot effect explains why we often perceive the world as a more problematic than it is. All right. Media negativity. Oh man, why they gotta use words that make me have to really pronounce things? All right. Exacerbates this perception. Feeding our brain's tendency to expand the definitions of problems as they become less common. I'm still, they're still confusing me with all these words. Just a little bit simpler.
But thank you, Mom. Mom's off to bed.
Well, good night, Mom.
Good
and
night,
thank
everybody.
you for joining us tonight.
My little great niece and nephews really had me going, so I'm tired.
You'll be back with us Friday for the finale.
Oh, I don't know. If I'm upset, you won't see me.
I'll have a shot of vodka for you.
Bailey's.
Sorry, Bailey's.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you, Ma.
You're welcome.
Body says Easter egg. You think? Well, it's possible. I mean, the fact that the blue dot effect is something real, and there's like a prominent blue dot.
That's some bullshit.
Twice
That's
in the
some
episode.
fucking bullshit.
Evil be playing some tricks, yo.
It's some fucking bullshit.
And Body says good night to Dana's mom, to Miss Susie.
Yeah, she says good night. Bye. She's waving as she's walking to her room.
Go get that good sleep. I know y'all were run ragged this last week.
Yeah, we've been up since 3:30 because that's the time they left. So we wanted to say goodbye, and who could get to sleep after that?
Dang it.
But now, Scarlett, the house is so quiet. It's
creepy. With blue dot effects suggest that our mind is conditioned to look for threats and issues regardless of how safe or comfortable our life is. Well, they got me for sure, especially when you watching something like Evil. Like, if you're watching a show that's making you look for, like, I don't know, mystery sigil messages and little things where they pop pictures up in the intro and stuff for like half seconds, well, of course your mind is conditioned to look for things that are not normal, right? You're looking for the not normal in the normal. So a blue dot stands out. That's crap. Damn it, they're fucking psychology.
That's some fuckery right there.
That's some psychology fuckery. It sounds like something Kristen do. I appreciate it. No, that's actually pretty good. If that is a real thing, guys, that is awesome. Well, I'm so glad we figured it out, Bitey. Go team! Whoop whoop. See, that's why I love to bring this up to you guys. I'll find I'm like, what the hell is this? And then you guys are so smart. You're like, oh, go look, check this out. Like, yay, we figured it out together. It's the blue dot effect. That's trippy, though, because it's like there and then gone. And then they put it in, how dare they put it in the Evil Apocalypse painting? What are we calling it? I don't have a word for it yet. Doomsday painting?
I guess. The end of the world painting?
Uh-huh. This Bitey will come up with a good name. What should we name it, Bitey? What is a good, is it just the Doomsday Apocalypse? What is it? What is, you artists out there, come up with a good name for this beautiful masterpiece. Here, I got to bring it back up. I added to the masterpiece today, Dana. I added a butterfly.
that was your own little sigil.
Just a beautiful butterfly. I thought about it. I could have added any sticker I wanted to, Dana. I chose, and then I almost did the blue butterfly, but I wanted to keep it to the theme, so I thought the pinkish red one it went with the color scheme.
I love butterflies. And they say anytime you see a monarch butterfly, it's somebody you know that you love that passed away coming to protect you.
See, I couldn't put that on there because this was Doomsday. Because they did have like a blue one.
But I like how you put the butterfly on it to make it be like, no.
I know. And it's like reddish pink, so it gives it still that same vibe. And yes, I like it. We'll call it the end of days. I was going to say the last supper, but that's actually blasphemous. That was evil. Sorry, little Leland came out. But no, it's the end of days. Yes, this is what it looks like with the 60 on the top. Nothing but destruction and hellfire. I still don't know what any of it means, actually. I mean, it looks like apocalypse, but I don't get like any kind of like, I can tell what this is. Like, it makes me really like doubt my investigative skills on this stuff, Dana. Like, what the fuck am I looking at? The only thing I get is the church falling. A monk is doing some bad, he's hanging there. And then we got the 60 with this goat god, the devil. Everything else, I don't know. I don't know
either. It's like, it's just so much, and I don't know what to focus on.
This chick almost reminds me of Future Chick, and there's some. I'm assuming a ball of some sort may take place. Who is they're going? I know we talked about the airplanes with that one airplane going down, but is this just like all just for fun, like destruction, or is there like meaning behind these faces? Like this chick here, is this Kristen? And who's this chick?
Just like I wonder if that highway or chain bridge, whatever that is, underneath where the lady's face is, that the eyes opened up. I'm wondering if that's a real, like, stretch of a landmark, like a real.
Yeah. Where is that at? Is that in New York? Is this based in New York, or is this like the world in general, like the whole world?
There is an area where the train tracks do run over a highway. It's in the Bronx. It's right by oh my gosh. I think it's right by Yankee Stadium.
Oh, I wonder if this chick here is supposed to be the surrogate.
Oh yeah, with the blood on her mouth.
I mean, it's pretty abstract. I'm trying to figure it out. I just threw in there. The girl in the middle is David's ex, right? Are we talking about the one with the big face and this one?
Or the one that the demon goat's carrying?
The very top little one, or big head highway lady? Or the big head highway lady?
That would be some creepy ass shit if she is alive somehow and is now one of the 60.
I mean, she could be. I mean, it's not
some mind fuckery, Scarlett.
I mean, she's not exactly like. We don't really know what happened with her. I mean, we know we've seen her in, what was it, the AI bot?
Didn't she kill her? I thought she committed suicide.
No, but I mean, like, what she's in a sense brought back with the AI chatbot.
Yeah, like what if it? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Or in hell, yeah.
You know?
And now there's that big fucking hole in the collider place.
Particle
it could be
accelerator,
fucking going straight to fucking hell. Who friggin' knows?
I think we get this red figure lady in a dress, kind of silhouette, with her hands up as if she's. I would say she's praying, but I don't know if she's praying or dancing, or both.
I don't know either.
But yeah, guys, let us know what you think is going to happen. What does the painting mean? And that little blue dot again was right. I mean, you got to like zoom in, so I'm obviously looking for stuff, but yeah, it's a little random blue dot. I don't know. Looking for your destruction, Dana.
I know. It's not a coincidence that there's a single blue dot on a painting that's mostly red, and then there's a blue dot in a scene with Ben.
Because it just stands out. I mean, I know it's like, and it's tiny, right? Typically, like, all right, you're looking at this, you would never see that. But you start, like, I scrolled in, because I was checking this out. And then I noticed the blue dot. I'm like, dang it, they got me. Because they knew they placed it strategically, Dana. Because this is important. This is the 60. And it's got the dove and the lady and some other dude over here. So yeah, I was strategically like really focused in on it. Of course, now then the blue dot appears. They're playing games. But it's a fun game, though. That's a fun little Easter egg, though, if that's true. You go to Comic-Con, Dana, that's one of the questions. Was the blue dot that they put in on the episode before the finale a Easter egg, or we just crazy?
I will add it to my list.
Because now they messing with my perception. Because I don't know. And then, of course, we got... Let's see, what did I do? Where did I put it? The image that was brought up to our attention by it. I believe it's greater than she. They posted a comment and showed us about an image that was in the intro sequence. And I posted a little bit about that. Of course, Bitey did some great research that night, kind of giving us some pointers on that as well that night. I put some of that into the Discord, which if you would like to join the Discord, a link for that is pinned to the top of the chat. Quick, where did I do it? There it is. Bring that up. And so they're just putting all kinds of little things in there, Dana. We had this image, which was like the first kiss ever, I think, on film. And even I was reading on the Wikipedia about it a little bit, and I think it says something about even like the Catholic Church was kind of like supposedly rumored to have wanted to like cancel it or something when they seen it because it was making them clutch the pearls, Dana. It's like, it's just too much.
It was.
Let's see, where did I post that? I know I posted in here somewhere. There it is. Click the link and check it out. But yeah, it was saying, where was it? Collection. But this was The Kiss, 1896 film, also known as the Mary Irwin Kiss, the Rice Irwin Kiss, and The Widow Jones. It is an 1896 film and was one of the first films ever shown commercially to the public, around 18 seconds long. It depicted a reenactment of a kiss between Mary Irwin and Rice and John Rice from the final scene of the stage musical The Widow Joneses. The film was directed by William Heiss for Thomas Edison. The film was produced in April 1896 at the Edison Studios of Edison, and the first film studio in the United States. Let's see. I'm trying to see where it said about the Catholic Church. The film contained the very first kiss on film, with a close-up of a nuzzling duo followed by a short peck on the lips. The mysteries of the kiss revealed. The kissing scene was denounced as shocking and obscene to early moviegoers and caused the Roman Catholic Church to call for censorship and moral reform, as kissing in public at the time could lead to prosecution. Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
The film caused a scandalizing uproar and associated disappointment or disapproving newspaper editorials, and called for police action in many places where it was shown. One contemporary critic wrote, "The spectacle of the prolonged pasturing on each other's lips was beastly enough in life size on the stage, but magnified to gargantuan proportions and repeated 3 times over is an absolute it is absolutely disgusting." So that was sort of about that image that they put into this last week's episode. That was in the intro sequence for half a second. So shout out to you guys who found that and brought that to our attention. It is greater than she, I believe, was the name of that individual. So thank you guys again. That's awesome. Again, they're just putting all these little tidbits in there for us to kind of savor, even though it's pretty much the end, Dana.
I know.
And not just the end of days, as Buddy has proclaimed this beautiful, not this beautiful image, but our apocalypse image. But it is well for the show. It's so sad. I'm just gonna cry. I wish they would. I really hope they better be doing this like a 2-hour, ending. I mean, like an hour and a half at least.
Did it say the time?
I did not find it yet. I will look for that tonight and see if I can't find something on it. But no, I've not been able to find the runtime. I'm not as good as some of you guys at finding some of the stuff. But if you guys out there watching know, let us know. Because I hope they give us a good runtime. Because we got one episode left. And we got too much, Dana. And supposedly he's supposed to, like, what David, according to Future Chick, is supposed to give up the church in like 6 months' time and move in with Kristen. Just too much.
It is. And I'd hate to see David go through such a journey with becoming a priest. Like, I get it if he really loves Kristen and their love is meant to be, and like, I don't know. I think I might be more disappointed than happy if David leaves the church for Kristen.
Oh.
Just because he put so much work and time into the church and trying to be somewhat faithful to it. And like all of a sudden, now that Kristen's husband did what he did, it's like, okay, now I could be with Kristen. Like, then what was it all for?
Mm-hmm.
You're
And I don't think he would really want to, right? To Julia.
To this other girl, and now Kristen comes along, and like I don't know. It's just
I hope they don't. I mean, it would be better if he goes to Rome and sees Grace. Like she, like at the end, welcomes him back or something.
Yeah,
like he gets to protect her.
Because in a way, I'm sorry, and people might hate me for saying this. I don't think Kristen is deserving of it. Like, no. I don't. Like, she was somebody who was married, and I know marriages don't work out all the time and everything like that. But
there's had an extra hand of fuckery that she should have seen, right? Like she should have seen a little bit of that. Like there were outside influences, right?
Yeah, for both of them, for her cheating and for his. Like,
and he kind of did, right? Like he did a whole ritual to kind of like forgive and forget and move forward, like almost as if he was like, okay, I've been gone. Maybe it was because I wasn't around. So let me just like, not that that's right for him to feel that way, but it was almost as if they were like more understanding of Kristen's infidelities than his.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I just don't think I really don't think David should walk away from everything he's worked so hard for Kristen. I don't.
And don't forget the baby she dropped on Andy too during all that fuckery. Like, true. Yes, don't say it like that. Like, what baby? Like, well, like really, what baby? Where did this baby go? There are always outside influences. That's true. These seem to be a little extra than what I would consider like normal marital outside influences. But then again, the show is, I guess, trying to make it as if the things that we deal with are supernatural based in a sense.
I know. I don't know. I just don't think Kristen is deserving of it. Like, I don't. Because he has all these gifts. He sees stuff. Like, are you just going to brush it off because you don't believe in it? Like, how could you be with somebody who believes in there's more to the world than just like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like they would just contradict each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how could she support his visions and what he believes in when she's so anti-church and God and religion and, you know what I mean? Like, mm-hmm. Is she going to just shoot him down? And like, how are you with somebody if you don't believe in what they possibly a part of them?
And she's clearly like, this scene kind of like irritated me in a way. I don't know why it irritated me, but it was like she was crying when she found like only 4 days before you leave, David. Like, oh, okay, well, it's happening so suddenly. Like, you're not with David. You're still technically married to Andy. And although it is very sad to see a friend leave, she's not acting as if she's like crying over a friend. And it was very much so. They pushed her and David's relationship in a way that I was just like, I was hoping they weren't good. I was really like when they did the grief episode and her and Andy hugged, and I knew he was going away, but I was like, man, they're gonna, they're gonna be able to bring Andy back and he'll be better. Like she'll see what happened to Andy, right? Like him going to a medical facility. I was hoping she would be able to, like, through medical professionals, be able to see like something happened to Andy. He did not just fall off of a cliff, like she thinks, right? Like off of a mountain. And it would click for her a little bit better. But they didn't do that. And it really, like, when he did and then for him, like, where did he get the mask that him and Kristen used?
My mom was just asking that. My mom was like, where the fuck did he get those from?
Like, who brought that? And I get that he probably, okay, well, yeah, he told his little girlfriend across the way, and I guess she went out and got them. But then, like, there's just so much about that facility I call into question then. Like, you paying this much money, and then they just, I guess it ain't the kind of facility I thought it was. It ain't like the rehab center you seen back in the day when they did, like, what was it, rehab on MTV?
Mm-hmm.
And they couldn't do shit. Like, they was on, like, full lockdowns, being tested every 2 seconds. And then, like, he couldn't speak to his family, right? Like, Andy was cut off from his family, but he's able to have, like, conjugal visits with the lady across the way. I just don't understand a lot about what was going on in that facility.
A lot of fuckery in that facility.
Literally. And Buddy says, David and Grace get together, happy ending. Yeah, I would hope that would be what they would leave us with, because then that would be cool. That if they do get picked up, it would be David with Grace. They're sort of battling. And then, of course, Kristen and Ben are still tied up with it, right? Because Kristen with the baby and her and Lexi. And then I would think Sister Andrea being at that monastery would be someone.
It's going to be interesting, though, when Sister Andrea goes to that monastery
Mm-hmm.
and meets the other little nun lady there.
And wouldn't that be
I wonder
happy
what
for
she would
Kristen?
see there.
Wouldn't it be happy for Kristen to have her daughter there and be able to see her again, right?
Yes.
With Sister Andrea there and sort of fulfilling that prophecy of her daughter going to the nunnery and seeing what it really is about, and she still really wants to go down that path. Like, this is where you will end up possibly at the end of your, nun path or whatever,
Yes.
because essentially you will get retired to some facility, right? Both
Mm-hmm.
nuns and the pastors alike, or the preachers, they eventually go to one of these congregations.
But I'm curious to see what Sister Andrea would see if she looked at that box.
Yes, because that was released, right? And we
I
never went back
thought
to it. They just sort of like, well, it was bot flies, case closed.
I would
As if the
love
bot
to
flies
see if she
weren't
sees
part
anything.
of the demon that was released. Which followed Kristen back, right? They did their whole little, that's where the mask came up.
Yep, and then we saw the goo drip from under the bed and like burn its way through down to the kitchen, down to the
Which was still
basement.
there. They still made reference to that. I think
But
you guys
Sister
picked
Andrea
that up.
saw it, even though everybody else didn't see the hole and everything, but Sister Andrea saw it.
So yeah, there was a lot of congregating at Kristen's house with the demons, and she's, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be interesting because with David gone, Amy's gone. She's got 5 children. Leland's out to do whatever he wants. Yeah, there's a restraining order. All right. Well, we'll see how well that saves her.
Yeah, I wonder
don't know,
how that
man.
works. Does that mean he can't live next door to her anymore?
Yeah, see, I don't know. I would want to say yes, but then again, I don't know. I haven't had to do a restraining order, and this is in New York too, so I don't know. I don't know how New York restraining orders differ from other parts of the country. So that's interesting to think about. Yeah, I don't know. All right, we got 3 days left or less until the last episode of this season and possibly of the entire show, Dana. It is coming to an end.
It is.
All right, so final thoughts, guys. Let us know. What is one thing other than what we know that they are going to show us? You know, we're going to get a VR headset. There's going to be some sort of battle between possibly the 60 and the entity. What else do you think they would show us in this final episode that we think we will actually get? Let us know, guys. I start with you, Dana. What do you think?
What do I think that they're going to show us?
Mm-hmm.
Or what do I hope that they're going to show us?
What do you think we'll get?
Well, the way these episodes are building up, and from what the little description that you read, I think we're definitely going to get some kind of showdown between the 60. But I don't I'm thinking it's going to be like this kind of like, I don't know. I
stumped you.
Yeah. Because every time I thought these past 4 episodes were going to go a certain way, and like the next episode is going to like maybe continue it or go on from it, we've just been left hanging. It's like they've given us something in each of these last episodes, and then the next episode, it's on to something else. Like, I feel like we're a little all over the place. So I don't know if we're going to get like this big showdown between the 60 and the entity. Like, are we going to see them, like you said, at some kind of masquerade ball, and they're all going to be, and then like the priests are going to like the priest SWAT teams are going to show up with their like holy water AK-47s or something. Like, you know, I don't know. And like, like Blade status, like with their silver bullets and shit. Like, I don't know. And it's like, why go? What is the significance of the girls going back to the VR? Like, are we going back to the VR and going to see that little girl again? And the dude that was in jail, like, did he get released and now we're going back to that? You know, I don't know. Like, I don't understand what the VR headset has to do with anything.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure exactly where they're going to go with that. Let me see. I remember exactly what they said with that. Evil Season 4. I mean, I think they're definitely doing the showdown. And then I want to say that if I were to end it on this last episode with what we know, I'm hoping the first part of the episode is them showing whatever's going to happen between the entity and the church. I mean, the entity and the 60. And then sort of the second, this is why I hope we get like an hour and a half. And then sort of the second half be showing where they are going. Showing David going to Rome, meeting Grace. Showing Sister Andrea meeting our other nun that we want to see from the monastery. And then showing like Kristen and Ben sort of what they're going to do. Because he was supposed to be going and getting a new job offer. And they kind of touched base on what that job was, where he's going to be working with AI and memories and things like that. So I'm hoping they give us, at least on the second half of the episode, where like a little bit of what is going to happen to them, or where like the paths that they've sort of already laid out for them on the end of this episode, like what that looks like. You know, will we get to see Grace? Do we get to see him meet Grace at the end? Do we get to see the monastery and even possibly Kristen going with Sister Andrea with her daughter? Do we get to see Ben finally, you know, I mean, if they don't kind of give us something more with Ben and his Jen, because that is tied to the particle accelerator, which is almost like if they don't close that for me, I think it will be a complete waste. Like, I would be probably upset if they don't find a way to incorporate that. I don't care if it's like things are coming through the portal from the future and like letting everybody know more, like this crazy chick that came. Something, because they showed so many images with Ben and that particle accelerator of all these little demonic images for us to get nothing from that. Like that's just I'm mad, Dana. I hope we get to see something with the particle accelerator and Ben. That's what I'm wanting. They better show it. I'm hoping they do, because otherwise I don't know what they're showing.
I know, it's just I feel like I'm just being pulled in 10 different directions and I don't know what to focus on. Like, I get it that they want to leave it somewhat open-ended in case they get picked up from somewhere, but you're leaving a lot open-ended at this point. Mm-hmm. You're not just leaving a couple of things open-ended that could possibly produce a couple of extra seasons. Like, I feel like these last 4 episodes have given us more questions than the entire 10 episodes we saw before that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't like how they're leaving us hanging with Andy. And like, just like, okay, now Andy and Kristen are over. Que sera, sera. Here it is. He's boinking somebody else. He left her. Now she's free to be with David. We haven't heard 2 words about Grace. What David's original handler, I forget his name. We just get told that he's just dead and died in some incident. Like, yep. Okay. And then it's like they're taking away the church and it's just that simple. It's just going away and it's deconsecrated now and that's it. Congo Run is now the owners are going to do whatever they want with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, future girl saying she's, daughter from the future. Like, I don't know which way. I don't know which way to like look. Date Ben with all his shit sleeping in his tinfoil, potato cocoon bed. We don't know what happened to Abby. She just kind of disappeared. She opens us up to this past that Ben had about being somewhat in genetics. And then we have, all this fuckery with these babies and kids that they were doing that I thought that was going to be a more of a road we went down, but it kind of just vanished too.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is what I'm saying. It's like, and then all of a sudden we see that Lexi's got a fucking tail and
we're just not going to even really like talk about that too much anymore.
Like, are we just going to say, oh no, that's not a big deal. She just has a tail. Nobody's going to, did grandma see that she had a tail since she could kind of had her third eye open and can see all these demons? And then Kirk just sees big bad lawyer demon and is like, oh, I'm going to go promote my book. Nothing wrong with that. And
are they right?
Like, I'm just like, come on.
Gotta give us more.
Like I'm just, my brain is just like, I don't know what to focus on.
Oh, what's up, Unhinged? I'm sorry, I was looking up for this week's episode. I got the fever for Scarlett. Well, thank you, Hud. Glad you could join us tonight. Hope you are having a good night. We're talking some evil. We got 1 episode left of this show before it is possibly not just the end of the season, but the end of the show as a whole, as we wait for Netflix to let us know if they're going to pick them up or not. But yes, glad to see you got the fever. We're a little upset right now. We're a little hot because they're fuckery in their TV shows. Left too many questions open with little time to answer. Here, this is some of the stuff we're working with here. See, this is the demons we're working with. Got some little sin demons. We got, what else we got? We got this guy, of course, who was aged like, I don't know, like 50 years in a matter of a week or two. In a couple weeks, this guy's aged in his little holes. Here he's getting. Then we get this guy. Of course, this man tied up to all kinds of evil TV shows. I mean, he's the True Blood evildoer. He was on American Horror Story. He's in the show. It's got to be bad, Dana.
I know.
I don't trust the entity. Look, why they got this dude up in with the church? You know he's bad. I don't care what his character is supposed to be good. I've always seen him as a bad character. I can't believe they put him in a. I just can't, like, him in the actual priest outfit, Dana. I can't. I'm scared. He's gonna suck somebody's blood. He's gonna kill all the fairies.
I know. I think my mom is spot on when she says that there's something up with this priest and there's something up with the other priest who was just like, oh, we're looking for, the church's relic, and oh, it's not there. Oh, well, shit goes missing. Can't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm. Where was he? Where is that guy? Let's see. I gotta go find him. Well, we deconsecrate the church. There he is. This guy here. Yep, he was. Yeah. They didn't even go search the records. Like, they could have moved it somewhere before David and, the people who are running the church now took it over. It's not like the church hadn't been there for forever.
I know. Like, it's just, why did our demon age? Why did the red demon all of a sudden get fucking old? Like,
a lot of plot holes here.
What happened to our little demons that were, grief eating or whatever the case may be? Like, we see George just eating popcorn, and now George is gone again.
Oh, well, we might get to see him now that Kristen's all upset. Maybe we'll still get to see George on our last episode. Because remember, we was all calling for George, and they finally gave him to us. And it was a funny episode. I will say that. That was the best George ever, Dana. He was eating popcorn, having a good time.
Snorting mom's ashes.
Yes. Oh, God, I forgot that. Yes, he did. He snorted Cheryl's ashes. That was so great. He got really high off them ashes, though, man. I mean, like, it was premium. That was, good. See, they give us those little fun moments. And then, of course, Congo Run, has taken the church again. Call back to the company from, season 2? Oh, or was it season 1? C is for Zombie. I think that was the season 2 episodes.
Yes. And we never know what happened to them. Like, they just moved out? Like, went away? Like,
yep, the family moved out. There was a new family possibly next door to her. I don't know. We don't really talk to that family yet, or they haven't. I don't think
they moved out, and Leland bought it. Like,
is that the same house? Because
that's the
I
same
thought the
house.
sisters, but she could see her window from across the way. I thought they lived across, like there was a fence and an alleyway between them.
I thought so too, but then it was really weird because if you look at their house and you see how their house is set up, the side that would have the window that they would look out, there's not a house next to there. It's the train.
Oh, because they made it out as if the girl lived like.
No, you're right. That's why I didn't get that.
I don't get it either. Then I have to go back. We'll have to do a look back on that one because I don't remember. Like I said, I thought it was as if that was a different house, but
So
maybe
did
they
I.
just plot
But when
hole.
you see their house and you see how Kristen comes out of it and goes to the other side when they're dealing with that neighbor that is, where
their houses meet, like they're together.
Yes, but the one open side that would have windows, it's just to the train. There's no house right next to them.
Because aren't the girls? I'd have to look at it again because the house goes like back, and then I know that I don't know if it's like a shed or an addition or whatever. Her work area is back there in the back, and I want to say the girls' room is looking out in one of those directions, but we'll have to see because what is it like? I'm debating now, going back and actually
See?
looking, because I thought it was an alleyway between them and the next house.
It was. That's how they. That's the episode where we do see them. There is an alleyway because you see the thingy walking up the alleyway and the garbage cans. But when you look at the front view of their house and the side that Kristen is on, to like the side that would have a window where that would be possible.
It's not in the back of the house.
If it is the back of the house, then wouldn't it be the yard?
Well, like that back side, wouldn't it have the alleyway where you take the garbage out? 'Cause that's where their garbage was at.
I don't know.
You can make me go back and actually go back and see. So I'm like, I know what I saw. Dang it!
I thought that too. But then I was
they got us all arguing now, Dana. Damn it, the show is evil.
Right?
How dare they? Appreciate it. It's this guy here and this other guy. This guy. This evil dude here. It's this dude
My mom
here.
thinks that they're both demons.
They see, I don't know if the church is, but I mean, this guy here, I definitely might think.
Well, if Leland could turn evil from being in their program, who is to say that the 60, if the 60 has infiltrated the police, other places, who's to say that they haven't infiltrated the church?
It's possible.
Because you remember when Sister Andrea was going through her hearing or whatever the case may be, and she accused the Bishop of New York to be talking to fucking demons.
And we know that one was messed up, right? The one that ends up passing away, he was or that Leland took out, he was sort of under some influences of sorts. And then there was, what was it? The Exorcist one of the Exorcist.
Yep, the one with the gambling problem.
And so they kind of both, they definitely had some fuckery afoot.
But you see what I mean? Like, who fucking knows?
Yeah, I still can't get over the interrogation. What is the water? I mean, I'm sure there's significance to it, but I mean, it just seems. And the hand signal.
The water very much reminded me of something Kate said with like vibrations. And like he was doing something to feel certain vibrations. Think of like a lie detector test.
Well,
like they're reading your heart rate and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that it has something to do with while David's touching it, the priest, the monk or whoever he is probably reading off certain vibrations of or free, like, you know what I mean? So
I love his hand signals though. At first I thought he was directing traffic or trying to let us know he was going to turn left or right.
Like the people riding the bikes.
But no, he was just letting us know if David was lying or not. It was interesting. I like the exchange David had though with him, right? Like if you want to know if I have remote viewed with Leland or not, why don't you just ask that question?
Yep.
And beat around the bush. So you just ask me what you want to ask me. I'll give you the answer. But
and then I'm wondering, remember when David walked into that room and there were other people in there doing the same test that David was? Were those also all priests?
It's possible. Or at least individuals that the church has determined to have gifts of sorts. Because I don't know if they were all maybe priests, but it's particularly folks that they had looked over to, test to see if they had these powers to sort of, have visions, prophecies, whatever, and even cross over and do the remote viewing, which seemed to be, I thought they went pretty heavy with it. You're right. Like all these different little paths they have us go on with the characters and stuff. They were some pretty heavy stuff. Ben had some heavy stuff. Kristen, David, Sister Andrea, Dr. Boggs, all of them And it's almost like I said, I don't know how much of that they're going to give us to truly recap it and give us sort of a future insight or future like look into the characters, after they kind of give us whatever the finale sort of to the 60 is, and then hey, let's see what where they are, kind of like let's do a flash forward to a year later, 6 months later, where they are at the last 30 minutes of the episode or something. But no, man, we'll see. 3 days left, 1 episode to go until we close it out and wrap it up. And then that next, not this Friday, but next Friday, we will be doing our Evil giveaway. So make sure you are subscribed, got notifications on, because we will be doing a trivia giveaway off of this season. We'll be doing about 4 or 5 questions to see what you guys can remember and give away some goodies from Dana's Comic-Con box of goodies. And you never know what she shall pick. It is random. I may even make her blindfold herself. We'll see.
Ha!
It's truly random. She won't even know. It'll be all based on touch.
There we go.
We'll have her. She'll have to bring out her inner monk.
There we go.
There you go. Where you go? Dang it. I lost him. Here he is. Yes. Just
Yes.
hand out in there.
I'll have to do my hand signals and
We'll see if we're lying. No. Well, she didn't get anything, guys. Sorry. Damn it.
Nope,
Dana, the box was to your left. Well, I wasn't there to help direct her. I can't
find the box. What's in the box? What's in the
Take the
box?
blindfold off. No, don't take the blindfold off. You can't look. You lose your powers.
Pretty much.
But yeah, guys, so that's the end of this one. We are wrapping it up on this episode and this stream. So we got blue dot effects. We got secret images from films from years past. We got blind monks. We got end of the day Apocalypse masterpiece. Leland's out of jail. David's being shipped off. The church is no more. What are we going to see on this last episode, Dana? Oh my gosh. Buckle up.
Seriously, I have no idea.
I
have no idea.
I know. Like I said, I don't know. They have me so excited and so scared all at the same time.
Yes.
Am I going to be disappointed? Am I going to be like, oh, they got me, man. They did so good. I can't believe they wrapped it all up. It was so beautiful. Like, oh, anticipation. It's killing me. I can't wait, Data. It needs to be here tonight. I'm ready.
I know.
And I don't know. I'll see. I was thinking about the watch party type situation. And I know we won't, if we did it, we would have to do our Thursday stream later.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would be thinking that, we wouldn't be able to get it into the Discord and kind of up for viewing until at least later Thursday morning.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, guys, I'm going to try to see what I can work out in the next couple days and see if we
could save it till right before our Friday live and watch it with my mom live, get her like, oh my God, first reaction. And then
do that. Might be easier. Yeah. If we do it Friday.
Let anybody who wants to come rewatch it because they couldn't wait like us, and then just enjoy it on a rewatch with us, and then we discuss it afterwards.
Do you not want to do Thursday stream?
No, yeah, I can't wait.
I was gonna say are you telling me to wait till Friday to watch it? Because
no,
I don't know if I can do that.
No, I said rewatch. We can rewatch with my mom.
Perfect. Yeah, we might be able to swing that then, and we'll do the stream like that.
Because she's been begging me. She's like, I hate watching these episodes alone.
Well, we can do it with everybody then. We'll tell Mom we will do a watch party for Friday night. What time did your mom want to come on again? Is it about the same time tonight?
Yeah, Friday nights will be a little easier because she doesn't have to work the next day.
So we'll do 7:00. Or 7:00 my time is 8:00 your time. So do you want to go 7:00 your time or?
Yeah, because then we could watch from 7 to 8 and do the live discussion right after.
Okay. And do you want us to watch it live or just in the Discord?
We could do it like we do any of our watch parties.
Because I'm down doing it live. See, this is what me and Dana do behind the scene, guys. You're getting a look into the behind the scenes of me and Dana's
Get to see
brain
behind
working.
the curtains.
How we make decisions, guys.
Yep, I'll stream the episode.
Well, awesome. Well, there you go, guys. We'll try to work that out for Friday and get that all set up. And then the following Friday, we'll do our Evil giveaway. So always just stay tuned, hit those notifications, subscribe, so that way you always know what's going on. And the Discord is also pinned to the top of the chat. There's a link if you guys want to join. We also post some of our upcoming events and different things that we got going on in there as well, so that you can always be up to date and ready to go with all the craziness. And then after Evil, we're gonna switch gears, and I don't know what we're gonna get into, but I know I finished Severance, and I like it. Very creepy,
good, right?
It's good. It's good. It got me enough for now that I want to know what's gonna happen next. So we might do a little discussion on Severance to kind of get everyone ready for that season. I believe January of next year, I think it said.
I think so.
So it's not too far.
I know they also announced Alice in Borderland too.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah.
So we got Alice in Borderland on the horizon, Severance that we can definitely check out. I know I wanted to do like maybe a brief discussion about 3 body problems, and then and then there was I almost forgot. There was Mayfair, which I know I wanted to check the new season of that out. First season I liked a lot. And then sort of into next year, I know we'll be looking at Yellow Jackets, Alice in Borderlands, and so many of these other ones that'll be kind of coming back around to us all as we wait for all these great TV shows to follow back in and kind of get back to the normal routine since the writer's strike.
Yep.
So we got a good little list, and I know From's on the horizon, so there's always some discussion in that. A lot of you guys have always been asking us if we were going to talk about it or not, and I know Jeremy is doing an awesome job over there, and you guys are all killing it, so we'll definitely be trying to go over there and hang out and see what's going on with From, and who knows, maybe we'll even throw some streams on over here, because I know Dana's going to Comic-Con, and we are looking to see if From is going to Comic-Con.
Yes, they were announced. They will be there.
Oh, Dana, we got it. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm sorry.
Yes. Now I know there will be a panel. I don't know if anybody will be there doing autographs or photo ops, but as of right now, yes, a panel has been announced. It's either going to be Saturday or Sunday. So at least thankfully it's going to be one of the 2 days that I'm going.
Oh my gosh, Dana. It's almost everything we've hoped for.
Yes.
It's almost there. The vision.
Yes.
Dana reporting live at New York Comic-Con.
I will keep you in StreamYard, and I will keep my phone open so you can hear the whole panel.
Oh my gosh, guys. Dana's going to be a news reporter at Comic-Con.
I will be muted, but you can definitely, nobody's going to look at my phone. I will definitely have you in there with me.
Oh my God, we're going to be cheating, guys. Oh my God, we're going to be incognito. So everybody, for sure, hit the subscribe button so you will be here when that goes down. I believe is it October?
First weekend in October. Hold on. The 5th and the 6th.
Oh, and okay. And they set to release what in September?
The 22nd.
Okay, so that's like right after they release too. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ooh. I like you because then we got to get our questions in for that. We hope to see Dr. Boggs from Evil at Comic-Con because he said he's going to be hitting the circuit in the TV show for his book release. Great.
I haven't seen anything announced for Evil per se.
That would be awesome if he did, like just a fan show up kind of thing. That'd be awesome.
But I know David, that actor, he does go to conventions because I met him in Rhode Island, but it was before Evil. I met him. A friend of mine loved him in Luke Cage, and I met him during his Luke Cage run before Evil.
Oh, so you never know. He might. Well, if you see him, you let him know that I appreciate Dr. Boggs putting Scarlet Fever. Or actually, if you see the girls, because they did it.
Yeah.
Girls did it.
Sometimes the young kids from shows do go. Like I
So, yeah, I
met
appreciate
little
them.
Mika from Walking Dead. She did one of the Comic-Con. She did Connecticut Comic-Con.
Oh, okay.
I met her when she was a little kid. They're grown-ups now. It's very weird. I met Sophia, or I think that was her name, Sophia from Walking Dead. She was a little older. She was a teenager by then. So sometimes the kids do the rounds at conventions depending on stuff. Like Carl, I met when he was still young from Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
I met some of the cast from Gotham when they were still young.
Oh, okay.
So
Nice.
it just
And that
depends.
was an interesting show.
That was one of my favorite shows.
I liked
love
it
Gotham. I
and
love
hated it
Gotham.
all at the same time.
Me too.
Because I liked the premise and what they were trying to do, but then I hated how they did Batman because he was not Batman, and it was like the police officers were Batman, like the Gordon dude and everything. I was like,
yes,
that, like, thank you for showing all of Batman's villains, but while Batman's still a child. Thanks.
Yep.
Otherwise, it was awesome, right? Because you could see like a
my favorite one was the young girl who played Catwoman, the young Catwoman.
Yeah. Yeah,
she was my favorite.
They had everybody. Like, they had pretty much every villain just about you could think of in Batman.
Exactly, and yet he wasn't Batman yet. It was very odd, but I still liked it.
I did too. No, I still watched it. I think pretty much the whole way through.
Me too.
But yeah, that was another interesting show. Go check it out if you haven't. But yeah, it's a weird Batman show for Batman to not be Batman.
Yeah, we can make a channel in the Discord. I'll start posting up some of the photo ops of people that I met if everybody wants to see them.
Oh yeah. Yes, I can definitely make a channel for that. Yeah, because Dana, she does her thing, man. She does the Comic-Con thing. She's met some folks, got some autographs, rubbed shoulders with some folks.
Yes, my favorite person that I met that just because it was just awesome to meet him was Michael J. Fox.
Mm.
He did something for Back to the Future out in Boston, and he was so nice and just so nice and so fucking awesome. He was one of my favorites.
Jealous. We're just all jealous of you, dude. Dang it.
That's all. That's pretty much all. Like, I love going to conventions and just meeting people, and because you meet nice people and some of the actors are assholes. It's a hit or miss depending on who you meet. Like, my mom really loves Sister Act, and the lady who plays the heavyset nun, and she was also in the movie with the witches for Halloween. I can't think of the movie now. With Bette Midler and oh my God!
You're not talking about why can I not think of the name of this movie?
Right? I can't think of. They just came out with a sequel that sucked.
I know what you're. I did it for Halloween, didn't I? I played it for Halloween. Oh my God!
Help us, Bitey.
Hocus Pocus.
Thank you. Yes.
Jesus, because I just seen they're doing a part 3. I think now. I think
that lady was so nice. My mom loves her, and when I met her and told her that like I was getting this for my mom, she gave me a free autograph for my mom. She let me take extra pictures. She recorded a message for my mom. She was just like so nice. And my mom, it's one of my mom's favorite people. She loves her from Sister Act and from Hocus Pocus. And then you get the actors who think they're better than everybody. But
well, you know,
what can you do?
You know, sometimes you get feeling yourself a little bit.
Yes.
All that glitz and glam.
Or some people are so outrageously expensive that I would never drop that kind of money. Like Sylvester Stallone at one of the Comic-Cons years ago was almost $500 for an autograph. And people paid it because there are people who are fans of his. I don't like him that much. Not for $500.
Body laughing at us, ha ha ha. I know it. And then yeah, I enjoy the struggle. You enjoy watching us struggle, or just struggle in general? We'll get there, Body.
We got there. We figured it out. Haha.
Right. It just took me a minute. It was terrible because, like I said, I seen something on like Twitter or something like that today on the movie, like they're doing a part 3. And I still couldn't think of the name. I Hocus Pocus. And I was there like, God damn it.
Yes.
Which I don't like part 2. I'm not looking forward to part 3. If they are doing a part 3. Beetlejuice is supposed to be coming out there. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. We'll get to hopefully check that out.
Yeah, when is that coming out?
Oh, they've been showing stuff for it. It makes me think it's very soon. Has it already come out this? Yeah, it's probably already out this week. This weekend, maybe.
Oh, that soon?
I don't know. I'm just saying that because I don't know.
Because if it's not till later in the year, then they're probably definitely going to be promoting that at Comic-Con.
The trailer's out. So,
good night, Unhinged.
Good night, hon. Thank you for joining us. When are you coming out, movie? Getting all hot and bothered over here. This. All right, let's release date. There we go. Fuckery. September.
Oh, so it's
6th.
coming out before Comic-Con.
Yep, September 6th. So that's right around the corner.
Yeah. So
yes, you were working hard on his get them comics out. I know you've been working hard on that, buddy. So go check him out, guys. I gotta get your link and post it. Actually, hey, buddy, do you have Unhinged link? Let me go get it real quick. I want to post the link in the chat. Oh my gosh, dang, I'm slow. It is Monday, right? Yeah. There, I blame it on Mondays. It's Manic Monday. Wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. I don't know if that's true. That's the way the song goes. That's at least the way the song goes. There you are. I almost got you there, Unhinged. Copy. And paste. And there we go. So you guys, go check out Unhinged. Go subscribe. Check out some of his awesome work that he does. And hope you have a good night filling out them orders. Busy. But yeah, so there's stuff on the horizon. We got Dana going to Comic-Con. We got some more shows coming up that we're going to talk about. All kinds of stuff. We got a giveaway next week. So yeah, guys, lots of stuff to keep us looking forward to.
Yes.
But for tonight, we're going to get ready to close it down.
Don't forget, got your big D&D battle coming up.
Oh, yes.
I know you're so excited.
I'm so excited to see Abraxas again. Yes. Who on my team is he going to try to take away this time?
I have no idea.
I know you don't. I'm just I'm just asking out loud, like in general.
But don't worry, you'll have Bitey giving you people crazy dead. See, there he is. Yeah, I kind of figured that was coming.
What are you talking about?
Kind of figured that was coming.
Nothing happened. It's perfectly fine. All good, Dana. Don't worry about that. It's no worries. Look, I really want to steal something during this battle. I don't know why. I really, was talking up going back to the mountain during the battle. Although that might be a little too much.
While the battle's going on, sneak away because everybody's going to be at the battle.
Well, I assume, And then whoever's left at the mountain is usually like the dumb person, like the person that you can easily manipulate. But, oh my God, yeah, they sent us over here to get something. I need this for the battle. Don't worry, we're we got some innocents. We need you to go take these innocent people. Hurry, quickly, go.
Don't worry, I'll take them back to Rohill.
Run, go get the crystals. Hurry.
Come on, Korgoth. We have to go escort these people to Rohill.
Yes, there were some children that got left behind. We'll take them to the safety of the mountain.
There you go.
I know, I might be shooting setting my sights a little high there on that one.
I can't wait till you guys start stealing stuff. I want to see if you could actually pull it off.
We'll see. I wouldn't mind stealing something during this battle. I just don't know what. I feel like that might be the wrong time to try to do my shenanigans, or it might be the perfect opportunity while everybody's distracted. I haven't decided yet. I haven't weighed my options fully. But then again, my teammates, or at least part of my teammates wanting to turn me in at every turn. I have to be even more, it makes me want to steal from those particular individuals as opposed to, maybe just some random book on the floor or something. They challenged me, Dana. So therefore now they're in my crosshairs. I can't help it. It might be the female in me, maybe. I don't know. Or the red hair.
You and Lila are just gonna go on a shopping spree.
Why not? Now, she'd probably keep me from doing it and just tell me to go steal from other people and not steal from our teammates. But maybe from Aldrath, I might be able to convince her of that.
Yeah, you just might.
Maybe. Maybe not from Snitch. And maybe from Aldrath. I'm not stealing from Korgoth. He got my back. He's actually we understand each other, and we understand that the only color that matters is purple.
The most valuable item in the game.
Is all that matters, Dana. We have an understanding of that. And he doesn't want to see me put in jail for any purpose, whether supposedly to continue on my... I can't even remember how Aldrath put that now. But my legend of thievery, it doesn't make any sense.
I didn't know you were being literal.
I still can't get over that.
I thought it was just a song.
I can't even get over that. But anyways, guys, we're going to shut it down. And we thank you all again for hanging out with us tonight as we try to wrap up what is left of Evil. But until Thursday morning, we will catch you all on the next one. And we will be here bright and early Thursday to see how it all ends.
I know.
Oh my gosh, Dana. It's so sad.
It is. Our first baby is coming to an end.
What will Michael Emerson be in next that we can all appreciate?
I know. But
yeah, guys, have a great night, and we will see you all later. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Paint me a scene, city in color, the way that you see, the way you see it. Don't you wish that I could give you? I could give you everything. 1, 2, 3, and my heart is racing. Can't fall asleep, I got my mind in a throne. Weightless, floating through the day. Trust that I'll be okay. I'm happy alone, gotta let it go. Waiting for you. Wait until you realize. Waiting for you. Wait until you realize. If you wanna run ahead, I'll meet you where the water meets the earth we cling to. If you wanna find the edge, I'll come too. I could run around this world all day with you. I could show you this world around you. Through my eyes, my whole view. Ooh.